Show me your face. Where is your face? 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 Show me your face now. Where is your face? Oh, show me your face. Where is your face? Ooh, 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 I hear a say, never say, Sakebo, Shantala, Bouye, Neribo, say, oh, Rebo, Sekebo, he must say, Rabu Santa Lobe, Orobo, say, oh, yeah. Rebose, surely the winds will blow, the storm will come. Sometime the flood, sometime the fire. So show me your face. Where is your face? Oh, show me your face. Oh, where is your face? Show me your face. Yeah. Oh, where is your face? Oh, show me your face. Where is your face? Faith upon the gates of heaven, upon the doors of heaven, upon the storehouse of heaven. Pray through Yahuah's heart. So show me your face. Yeah, where is your face? Oh, show me your face. Where is your face? Faith goes by action. Faith affects all your beings. Speaks much louder. Yeah. In our thoughts, in our deeds, in our words, in our ways, in our lifestyle. Yeah. So show me your face. Yeah. Hey, where is your face? Show me your face. Where is your face? Rebose keyantu bunari bose ye. Rebose. Ribose keyantu no ribose. Oh, yeah, rebose keo. Yeah. Faith is not something you can hide inside of you. Oh, without voice. No, it doesn't walk that way. No, it doesn't go that way. So show me now your face. Oh, hey, where is your face? Where is your faith? Faith is all you need. You will never be there. You will never eyes witness, yeah. As you were being told, someone greater take your place. As you were being told, someone greater take your place and sin, yeah. Hey, you need to claim it. Oh, you need to take it by faith. Oh, Riboseke, you need to claim it. You need to believe it. You need to believe it by faith. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, oh, hey, yeah. Ooh, yeah, Riboseke. is all your seed of rest through salvation. Yemasakebo, Yerebasekebo, Yerimashantala, Reboseke, Yebose, Yemoseke, yeah, I wasn't there. I wasn't there, yeah, I wasn't there when he died on the cross. I wasn't there, yeah, I will never there. I wasn't there when he died on the cross. How he did it, I cannot tell. How much was that price? I cannot tell why he loved me this way. I cannot tell. Do I really deserve this great mercy? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't just know. This is a prince of a perfect picture of eternal pure love. Yerebase, this is how he did it for me. This is how he did it for you. All we need to do is to claim it by faith. All we need to do is to claim it by faith. By faith, Yeriboseke, Yeriboseke, love you, Yahuwah. Ooh, love you, ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, Mansego, Mama, Yatu, Lubu, Seke, Yabo, Neke, Yandarabo. I worship you. I worship you. I worship you, Yahweh. I worship you. I worship you. Greetings to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered in the four corners of the earth, and to the Gentiles called by the name of Abba Yahuwah. Shabbat Shalom, much love, much prosperity attend you family, for you are the reason of our time like truth, because the time is simply near. Just as we see the days goes by, and so draw nigh the coming of Yahushua HaMashiach. Just as the Malach of Yahuwah saith unto Yehukanah the Revelator, seeth not the prophecies of this book, for the time is near. Exactly what we are doing here, family. Decode the end times of prophecies, signs, dreams, in preparing people by the house for the returning of King Yahushua HaMashiach, our eternal bridegroom, to whom due eternally all worship, glory, honor, praise, love, exaltation, wealth, power, ribobobo shantaya babaye, rebo skliba bayanderoko skliba, glory, wealth, imorokorita shanta labobo skliba, to the glory of his magnificent Father Yahuwah the Almighty, and to the Ruach HaKodesh, the forever pure energy, the forever horrible Shantaraba DNA, or the forever blessed Orimahan Talabo Sekeyababa, the true essence of Abba Yahuwah. Oh yes, my eternal Ish, I love you. You have been worshipped in the temple of your eternal Isha. I love you, I love you, I love you. I think everyone heard this. No one can deny, no, this fact. The sound is so loud, so loud, so loud, and we are blowing it louder and louder and louder. Every Shabbat, we keep blowing and we keep sounding the shofar. We keep sounding the shofar. Like I always love to say, trumpet or sound precede every single movement of Abba Yehovah. That which he has already said in Shemot 34 verses 10, that is what we are reciting over here. To your hearing. No one can deny this at all. And said, when they sound the trumpet or when the trumpet sounds, I was not, I wasn't there or I was not aware. No, you can't. No excuses at all, baby. There is no excuses. The trumpet is so loud. Okay, this is the voice of Abba. We are resounding again and again and again. Are you still sleeping? Please wake up. This is all about your eternal state. Please wake up. We are talking about your eternal state. Please wake up. This is not the time at all to still lie on the bed. No, to still be fed with, you know what? Cookies and tea. No, or with milk. No, this is time for solid food. This is time to run. It's not time to sleep, but to run. Time to eat solid food. That which Abba Yehovah has already said. That is what we are resounding. What could that be? Yes, again, I will keep saying it again. It is the coming of YAHUAH'S HaMashiach. You know, in those days, when he came just like a baby. That was why the filthy men lays their filthy hands upon him. But this time is coming like a rally lion. Who will dare Naribo Sekeribo with the power of all heaven? Hey, the prophecy says, all heaven is going to be shaking. That is his divinity. I would rather make peace with him in order to be his bride than to be calling him for fight, than to be computing with him, than to be living in disobedience, than to be keeping what I don't see from Israel law, than to be adding into what he said, than to be throwing words in his mouth. I'd rather make peace with him. If you love me, simple as that, keep my commandment. Is there any stain in your garment? All right now, this flying doctrine, this demonic flying doctrine has already been, infiltrate your soul. All right now, that is what we are doing here, because this wickedness of the wicked ones, has already hypnotized third part of humanity. That is why we feel that it's awakening without silence. We are speaking every now and then. All right now, so if there's stain in your garment, family, my brother, my sister, wake up and dust it out. This is the nature of this segment. Lest I forget this, and never will I. The Ruach HaKodesh has already said it to you and me. Let him that have ear hear what he himself has already foretold beforehand. He loves us so much. That was why he said he will never allow nothing to take us by surprise. This is the meaning and the deep, glory of prophecies. Well, first of all, throw it down in case it begins to take place. You will know how to put your house in order, and you will know how to act, to speak. Okay, it is there to guide you. All right. So he said, "Let he that have ear hear." Why again? A lot, in fact, part of humanity, they don't have spiritual ears, or rather, their ear is not being, circumcised. They are hearing the voice of uncircumcised deity. All right. When the first woman heard that voice, she go for it. And that same voice is resounding powerfully here today. Okay, here today. So we that is already awakening by the power of the Ruach HaKodesh, is what we are doing. It says, sealed not at all the prophecies of these end times, for the time is simply near. Exactly what I'm doing, what I know, I don't shut up. What he reveals unto me, I make a big, show of it. Come and see and come and hear. That's what we are doing over here. Because third part of humanity here is already been dedicated unto the golden calf. And today they are hearing the voice of the golden calf. Now, how can you detect or figure out which voice belongs to the golden calf,
Which voice is uncircumcised? Here is the way out. Here is the way out. When he says he abolished the royal law, run for that voice. When he says the royal law is corrupt, run for that voice. When he says do it your way, run for that voice. When he says it doesn't matter, grace cover it all, run for that voice. That is the voice of uncircumcised, and that is the voice of the golden calf that is already deceiveth third part of humanity today. Revelation 12, now we are coming into that. That is a voice that is making big noise everywhere. Their noise is so loud, but their noise is about to be silent. All the noise is about to be, dumped into one garage, which is Islam. That is what we are looking into today again. So they see a roof family to come out of her. But Yahushua make it so clear. He said, any situation he comes to me, to you, that is the judgment you're going to face. So now that it's not still here, you can wake up and dust out the dust of Jesus, because Jesus gave license for sin. Allah gave license for sin. Allah said anyone who did not sin, he will destroy and create a nation that will sin. That is license for sin. And Christians said Jesus done away with the law. Which time the part of homosexuality, they said the grace cover. Lesbian, then we said the grace cover all their dirty attitude, their rotten stick. When we try to address them, we say, we are not there now, we are under grace. Yes, the grace of Jesus is the license for sin. When Yahushua comes, the biblical Messiah comes to meet you in this rotten state, that is the judgment you're going to face. This is not one talking. This is reality talking, facing to you. Let's not forget this, the signs of the last days. He says something very, very deep over here.
You can't obviously believe that Watchman, Yahoo, and Deborah did not pay me to do the intro for White It Out 4 to deceive the masses. The true Israelites are the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and Native Americans scattered throughout the earth. The Judah team has an agenda to make all the tribes Hamite. Matthew 24:4 says, to take heed that no man deceive you.
Hey guys, the gig is up. I'm not the real Jesus. As a matter of fact, the fella's name wasn't even Jesus. He had a Hebrew name. There wasn't a letter J until a few hundred years ago. With that being said, I have fooled the whole world into the biggest sham of all time. The name and identity of the real fella has been taken over by me. There are thousands of paintings of Jesus, and they don't even come close. Jesus was the creation of the Roman Catholic Church, which served to replace the real fella, who probably looked more like Morgan Freeman. But who cares? The truth doesn't matter, as long as you pay your tithes. Gotcha.
Alright, now, prior to this, we got a precept. Today, I feel like doing it together again with you. Let's do it together. Okay? Revelation 12 now. So read that along. If your Bible is right there with you, pick it up and let us do it together. Okay? I read now. Let's go. Let's get started. Are you ready, baby? Let's do it together. It is the word of our Father, for reproof, for cleansing, for deliverance, to make you wise. This is it. Prior to what you just heard. Let's do it together. Revelation 12 now. Read along with me. And the great dragon. Did you do that? And the great dragon was cast out. Is great, okay? That old serpent is old. Old is something that lived before, that has an origin that can be traced back. Old origin, called the devil and Satan. They are one body, one tree with different, branches, which deceiveth the whole world. Did you get that? Yes, breaking heart, which deceiveth the whole. This has some part. Are you reading along with me? Does this not cut your heart? Did you cut a glimpse over here? Did this not wave your heart, which deceiveth the whole world? Which one will you believe? Who are you going to believe? What will you place above the royal law? Who are you going to place, or what will you place now above the biblical Messiah that saith, until heaven and earth pass away, The royal law can't. Who are you going to place above his word? Did you get this? Which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth. It's right here. That's why we are able to deceive the whole world. And his angels, not demons at all, were cast out with him. They are all over here. His angels, not demons. They call demon. When it comes demon, okay, the one we are going to be calling demon, now that could be the fetish prince, okay? The Hindus, okay? The Buddhists, okay? That is the one we are going to be calling demons. Why? Because they are doing something, out of the will of Abba Yahuwah. So, but this a demon, that is heartbreaking, isn't it? Angels. Then how is it doing it? How? You can read Judges chapter 13. Then you're going to find out how he is doing it. You see that man of Yahweh from Judea? When he came, Jeroboam, the pagan worshipper, wanted to set table for him. He said, no, I won't, because I'm being warned never to do that. Now look at how he's doing it. Look at how he masquerades. This is the reason why he said angels. Now he escaped that. Why not come to the old prophet? Old prophet. Okay. Why not come to the old prophet? The old prophet has said, I am a prophet like you. The same Yahuwah that spoke with you has also given me this prophecy for you. So we are serving one deity. He yielded. He gave in to the false prophets. And I went along with him and eat bread and drink water. So he lost his life that same day. He was being killed and torn by a lion. Because Abba Yahuwah said, don't eat this mission I'm sending you. You don't take water, you don't take bread. In fact, the way you pass through, you take another way while you are coming back. So he escaped that of the pagan worshipper, the Babalawo. But when I come to the old prophet, he couldn't. He gave in to him and he breathed his last. So that is how they works as an angel. Today, who could those groups be? It is the Christendom. 100%. Mark this video. They are the angels he is speaking about over here. So it's a call to wake up. Wake up. Wake up. If you are sleeping, wake up. It deceiveth the whole world. Christianity claimed almost, if we go by birth, they claimed more than half of the world population. Okay, just by religion, Christianity is 2.7 billion. They are the largest religion on earth. So they have a strong hold upon every part of the corner of the four corners of the earth. This is how their Jesus deceiveth the whole world. We know Jesus is also in Islam. So let's come to that. About 6 billion, because Islam is almost 2 billion. Okay, Christianity is almost 3 billion. Without birth, if we are to include birth, they are more than 3 billion. Now, close to 6 billion, okay, call on this Jesus in a different form. Islam believe in Jesus in a different form. Christianity, these are the two groups that believe in this Jesus. That is why the day this Jesus died, the Christians don't say he died Friday. It is be observed in Islam. And the Sunday of Babylon, the day they fell from glory, it is be observed in the Christendom. So these are one, group. I feel like throwing this in. Matthew 24:24. For there shall arise false messiahs and false prophets. You see, Messiah simply means Messiah. He said false Messiah is going to come. Wake up. What is your problem? What is your problem? False Messiah will come. And how are you going to know they are false Messiah? By their ways, by their fruit and their words, their attitude, their character. Is snake in the name of Jesus. Whereby the biblical Messiah said, even though we parents, we are evil, okay, but yet no one of us will ever give snakes to our children when they only ask for fish. We know what snake is. You can't give it, it's bad animal, you can't give it to your children. Okay, but this Jesus is feeding his people with snake. Is snake in the name of Jesus. You want to tell me that is bad, Jesus? No, that is when you say that you are just calling upon the wrath of Abba Yahuwah upon you. There is no bad Jesus. Jesus is just one. He is bad in totality. There is nothing good in your Jesus. Change everything. Abolish the royal law. That's true. And false prophets. When Babalawo come to it, like the story, like what the event that took place in Judges 30, was it Judges 30? Yes. Go to find it. Okay, the Babalawo, you can escape, but the false prophet, you can't. TB Joshua, no, you can't. All this kind of Suleiman, you can't. Christ Ahinum, you can't. Okay, listen now. And false prophets, they shall show great signs and wonders. Come on now. They are going to be doing great signs and wonders. In so much that if it were possible, they would deceive the very elect. That is what we are talking about here. Our mouth is so opened only for the reason of the elect, okay? You that is not being elect, or you that is not the chosen, when you listen to this message, it's going to be utterly useless unto you. So what are you saying? Jesus is doing miracle. Of course, if Jesus is not doing miracle, they will take our desperation somewhere else. Because this false Messiah needs to be doing great signs and wonders, and this prophet needs to be doing great signs and wonders. That is what we are waiting for. We are being expecting that. Messiah cannot lie. The biblical Messiah cannot lie. He said this is what is going to be going on in the signs in the last days. These are the signs of the last days. I've already know. I've already told you beforehand. I've already let you know until you, when they begin to happen, remember these prophecies and know how to act with them and know how to play your own part in order for you not to be a victim. That's it. That is the nature of prophecy. It will warn you beforehand in order to save your soul. All right now. With this being said, we have already done with this part. So, family, Mishmika, here we are in the heavenly court room of Abba Yahuwah once again with this powerful indeed. This one, the mystery of Kaaba. The mystery of Kaaba. All right now, let me do it the way I used to do it. Here we are in the heavenly court room of Abba Yahuwah, okay, with this breathful, in fact, indeed, life-giving, life-resurrecting message, titled now, From the Very Mouth of Abba Yahuwah for You and Me, the mystery of Kaaba. It is Allah's spiritual prison on earth. It's going to imprison souls over there. Soul is already there, but it's going to do it more and more again. So part one, I did my homework already. I worked it out already. It's going to be 1 or 2 by Yahuwah's grace. I pray Yahuwah enabled me to be able to go and put 3 alphabets here. Okay, altogether it's 5 alphabets. So I praise He enabled me to do that, put 3 here, then part 2. We finish with the 2 alphabet left over, and then we also have up to 3 points. All right now. So family, let us, have a dinner with the biblical Messiah. The Boré 32:1-4. I read, Give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak in here, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass, because I will publish the name of Abba Yahuwah. That's what we are doing over here, okay? John 5:43, Yahushua came to publish that name. Say, I come in my Father's name. That is how He published it. Each time you hear me calling Yahuwah, Yahuwah, that is the publishing. Re-echoes it through Yehoshua's voice that comes in His Father's name. Ascribe ye greatness unto our Elohim. Of course, that is what we are doing over here. He is the rock. Yes, this is His works. His work is perfect. Yes, for all His ways are judgment. That's correct. A Elohim of truth. That's correct. And without iniquity. That's correct. Correct. Just and right is He. Hallelujah. Our glory. Just and right. That is eternally correct. Is He. Yes. Another glorious presentation. What is the royal law for? How does it play out in our lives? Alright, so I want to look into the point I have already. Okay. Point 1 goes like this. It functions as a sacred marriage covenant between Yahuwah and His people Israel. Point 2. It outlines how the marriage would function. Its stipulation are what makes it a happy and a fruitful marriage. Point 3. Its precept describe how the marriage would function. Point 4. Its word picture tells what marriage life would be like. Point 5. Its judgment describe how each of the partner would relate to each other. Point 6. For either party to violate this agreement violate the marriage itself. Point 7. For for the groom, promise never to violate it because the groom is Yahuwah. He has never ever broken his way. He don't have the appetite at all. He's so powerless. It's not in his nature. That is not his nature. He can't do it and never will he. And that is the guarantee you and I have today, that heaven is our home. This is why we can boast. This is how we can brag of heaven is our home. Because of his faithfulness. Okay? Because of his eternal love. Because of his eternal mercy. That's it. Okay? I will have mercy upon whom I will have mercy. But what about those that is going to be hard? We can do nothing absolute about that. That is their nature, okay? So, but for we, that is in the sight of his mercy. Because of who Abayuwa is, that is why we can brag. I brag every now and then. I'm his wife. Heaven is my home. Absolutely nothing take it away from me. This is who I am. This is who I am. That is, I'm so, I take confidence in Abba Yahuwah. When I look at his promises for me, I'm full of myself. I'm full of him, I'm full of him. And reflecting me. So bold in him. Yeah, he make me laugh. He makes me laugh. I can say that again and again and again. So what about the mad Allah that says Shabbat is perpetual, is no more perpetual? What about the mad Jesus that says Shabbat is perpetual, now is no more perpetual? They are mad. These are not worthy to build their salvation on. Salvation is eternal state. Okay, we are talking about eternal state. When you miss this salvation, therefore you won't miss the other side. These both sides, they are eternity. The link of fire is eternity. Enjoyment in paradise is also eternity. Why can't you fight and struggle and enter the narrow way and come out from the broad way and the wide gate and the list of destruction, and many has already traveled through it, but narrow is the gate that leads to heaven. Only few people found in many are called, just few people are choosing. Why can't you starve yourself and enter through the narrow gate that leads to eternal life? Oh, why can't you do that for your soul? Okay. One more presentation to go. Glorious presentation. Like Abayawa review story did. A guy was downloading all these unique mysteries, not to use it to please Abayawa, rather to pervert it. Then Abayawa said, do it this way. And this is how they are going to remove their filthy and of this, vision. Then as I began to do it, in fact, two-thirds ran away. They ran for their life. It was like a bomb on them. They couldn't stand it at all. You see, the thieves that were just following this vision was just so uncountable. They love vision, but they don't want to work for it. They love mystery, but they don't want to give their life for it. They love mystery, but they don't want to lay down their life. Go down the grave for you to be resurrected. You need resurrection, whereby you did not die. Only the one that died to flesh. Those are the ones that will be resurrected, excuse me. Not you that is full of Babylon. You need resurrection. No, the trumpet will sound. You will not be cut. Yeah, because you did not die to flesh, excuse me. So Abayawana said, do it this as I begin to do it, my brother and my sister. These people flee, they run. Only one third, only one, yeah, 1/3 is left for me. But I bless Abayawa for their lives. These are the ones we are in search of. Many are confused, choosing. These are the ones. But some also of these days. Oh, my Father. Some also naggy. Yes, but I can share that my mouth. I will keep saying what I need to say. Keep doing what I need to do. Truth, you see, is hot, more than surgery. Okay? It hot more than surgery. You can't handle it. Okay? Like me. I'm so careless. When throwing out the truth, I'm so careless. Okay? Regardless of whose feelings is hot. I don't care. I will just say that go my way. You watch it, you listen. It's not my business. And my business to put it out there. I don't need absolutely nothing from you. So why should I close my mouth? It is your pastor, your money can close his mouth. It is your pastor, your money can close her mouth, because you always, expecting things from you for that. That's why they are, massaging the head of serpent before you, and you love it. What your issues ears wants to hear, not in this platform. We give it out raw, just the way it is, in the heart of Abba Yahuwah, where it speaks the mind of Abba Yahuwah in wisdom, powerfully. Right now it goes like this. Yes, if you listen to this message, you want to download it, every sound it under the voice of you, and you now say, Jesus give it unto you. Brother, you won't be doing that. You know we are destroying Jesus over here. It's the spiritual mark of the beast, and the physical mark of the beast is about to surface. So when you did that, Ebola is going to visit you for that reason. It will attend you in Yahweh's mighty name. When you listen to this message, you want to download it, every subject under the voice of you, and you now use it to please any deity such as Allah, Christian Ghost Fire, and their Jesus. The causes of Sapphires and Ananias, we attend you in Yahweh's mighty name. When you listen to this message, you want to download every sound it under the voice of you, and you now place obligation, condition of money making, and such as a sowing of seed. The hottest place in the link of fire shall be your dwelling eternity without mercy. In Yahuwah's mighty name, you can testify, you can bear me witness. Christianity that saw all things. Oh yeah, prayer point. Even the songs they used to worship their God themselves, their message you can bear witness of. And catch it. They are selling all things. That one, if you are really to yourself, and then you want to deceive yourself, you can bear me witnesses of that. So you don't do that. We don't sell it. Freely we get it from Yahuwah, and freely we pass it out. That's it. That is how it works, okay? So, scripture to validate this perverted side. You can go to Joshua 6:26, Acts of Apostles 5:1-11, Acts of Apostles 36-12, Revelation, the biggest of the biggest, 22:18-19. However, it goes in this both way. If you download it, you want to resound it under the voice of you use it to please Abba Yahuwah that gave you the vision, and also reaching out to the Lordship of Israel and also the chosen Gentile. Eternal glory is yours, not to worry about that. Double honor is yours, not to worry about that. Double anointing is yours, not to worry about that. Because of it, this saying of Abba Yahuwah is going to be fulfilled. I will save one and save the entire household, not to worry about that. You will sit in the throne of honor Abba Yahuwah bestowed on you through his son Yahushua HaMashiach, and your family surrounding you in your throne of honor in Yahweh's mighty name, not to worry about that. It is settled. Pam! In Yahweh's mighty name. So right now, with this being said, let us run this race together. The mystery of Kaaba. Want to do it. We want to flog every demon over there. These 5 demons. I'm going to flog them so severely without mercy. Stay tuned. Here we go. This is breaking news vision. Outstanding vision. A grand shaky vision. Fire for fire vision. A life enforced vision, a living water vision, a new wine vision, trumpet sound vision, no hiding place for Allah's vision, dancing on Allah's head vision. All right now, no smoke without fire vision, unrefutable vision, a truth for life vision, smoking gun vision, deep center of reality vision, a super duper vision, get out of my way vision, a yoke and chains breaking vision. Now we are just on our way to the mountain top in order for us to see very clear this word called aka Kaaba. This is another Ebola virus. Allah's long in the fire chaos. Kaaba unlocked. Kaaba unfold, Kaaba unveiled, Kaaba undo. So we go for the very first letter, which is called what? K. What did it go for? The letter K. That set the stage, or that set the record. Simply go this way. Knowledge of evil knew all except one, Yahushua HaMashiach. Him alone. Everyone ever lived, exists on this earth. Knowledge of evil knew every one of us, everyone except one, Yahushua. Quran is so filthy, Quran is full of lies, but yet he admit this fact that devil, the Iblis, touch everyone except Quran also throwing some lies, okay, except Yahushua, that Messiah, and his mother. No, Iblis, devil also touched his mother. Only Yahushua, the devil not touched. Everyone that ever lived, knowledge of evil, knew. All of us. That was why I bet you want to say, even though you are evil. Even though you are evil. Come on now. Can your son ask you for a fish and you will not go and give him a snake? Although you are evil, but yeah, you still know how to do good things for your children. What about me that knew not evil? That's it. Knowledge of evil knew everyone. And this is the very first letter of this word called Kaaba. And this wicked feast was, this wicked Kaaba, we also have it in my father's village. And I never knew Allah. So, sneaking over there. There's one wicked feast they are doing every three years. They call it Kaaba. The day I saw this, that is the holiest of Allah Kaaba, I said, what? Wish me this spirit also found his way to my father's village. And we love those feasts those days. Once in 3 years. The other one, they call that one Ishoko. That one is once in 4 years. They must first of all do this a Kaaba before next year. A Kaaba is the one to prepare the way for his Shoko. How did it work? How are they doing this wicked feast? Kaaba will prepare the way for the Ishoko. The Ishoko is to test black magic power. That they will invoke voodoo upon themselves. Then you will not see them with a very sharp matches. They will begin to use matches to slaughter themselves, but it will never penetrate. Except the one that his voodoo is so low, except the one that his power is so low in the spirit realm. Yes, the one that have the highest authority is gonna slaughter you. That is the feast. Come and try black magic power. First of all, they will use a Kaaba to prepare the way. Kaaba is the one to prepare the way for his Yoko to come. They still celebrate this wicked feast today in my father's village. I never knew Allah also found his way over there. I also gave them that feast to be observed. Kaaba. Horrible Sakayaba. Now scripture to validate this. So what is the first letter? Knowledge of evil knew you and me. Everyone died, living, or yet to come. Knowledge of evil knew all of us except one Yahushua HaMashiach. Like Revelation 12:9 said, that old serpent. It refers you and me back to the old origin of this old serpent. Okay, here we are, Bereshit 2 verses 9. I read, and out of the ground made Yehovah Elohim to grow every tree that is pleasing. This is a normal tree, the one that grows out, and they are normal tree and eatable, okay, to the sight, and good for food. The tree of life also is in the midst. This is a human, okay. This is person, okay. The tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil also right there in the midst of the garden. That's it. So good is over there, evil is over there. Life is over there, link of fire is over there, obedience is over there, and disobedience is over there. The author of obedience is the tree of life, and the author of disobedience is the author of evil, the one I just read, that knew you and me. This is what they call familiar spirit. This is what they call generational curses. Yes, this he good Christian does say there's nothing like generational curses. What? Knowledge of evil knew all. He knew all. What? No generational curses. Genesis 3. That is the generational curses. Ma, are you still walking? That is generational curses. Inherited from our father Adam. Woman, are you still going through pains in childbearing? That is generational curses. Inherited from our mother Kawa. Woman, are you still seeing blood every month? Yes, that is generational curses. Inherited from our mother Kawa, the first woman. Ma, are you still walking? Are you suffering? To walk is your punishment. Yes, that is generational curses. Inherited from Adam. Oh, people, man and woman, are you still dying? Did you see people still die? Yes, that is correct. That is generational curses. Inherited from our forefather Adam and Kawa. That's why we die. That's why we feel pain. These are our generational curses. That's why we suffer. Oh, no. Generational curses can't until the end of 7,000 years of humanity, existence. So where is this evil? It's in our midst. It's in the center of the garden. The true garden is already been taken up to heaven. Now this one is a subscribing for the true garden of Eden. We are in the garden of Eden, but the filthy one, the very one the serpent occupied. That is why this one must be destroyed. This whole earth is being called Garden of Eden. Did you know that? Of course, go to Genesis. We are just right. The whole world is Garden of Eden, all right? Okay? So this one is cursed already because curse is upon this one. That is generational curses. When you walk on the ground, you touch his curses. That is generational curses. Inherited from the first man, the first woman. That's it. Knowledge of evil, knew all. And this knowledge of evil is about to knew all in a very mature and classic way. What could that be? The Sharia law. It's going to convert the whole world straight away to Islam. The knowledge of evil has knew all, is still knowing all, and about to do the final knowing of all and all. Knowledge of evil knew all of us. All of us. So let's see how he is knowing you. Even as I'm talking now, he still knew you. He knew you. Genesis, yes, Bereshit 3:1-7. Now the serpent, that old serpent. I will say this with all my heart. That old serpent is right here in our midst, in the center of the Garden of Eden. Alright? It's right here in the center. Not in the corner, but it's being placed in the center of it all. Now the serpent was more subtle. That is correct. It's the highest order of all angels, more subtle. The great serpent. The great dragon is great in his dealings. Allahu Akbar. Allah is great in wickedness. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Like I always love to say, that is my star. Matthew 30, you're going to see what the field is. What the field is, still talking about the whole world, which Yahuwah Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, yea, hast thou. You see, now come to the woman. Why did he come to negotiate? Why did he come to interact us? Why did he come to interact with us? He needs something. He needs egg from us. That is why he come to us, the woman. We are the one to give you man, the egg. Without we, our womb, your penis is going to be useless. You can't fertilize. Only our womb carry the glory of your divinity. That is why they not go to man. Even though you have sex with Emma Enos, yeah, man is not going to give you the offspring, but woman does. He not come to us. He want to come and negotiate. He want to come and beg us for one thing. Please, can you help me? Can you give me your egg? Woman, we are the helper of a man. We are here to prosper man. We are here to fulfill man. Without us, man can never be fulfilled. You can never be completed. You are going to be half, and your penis is going to be useless because it won't be at all. What Abba YAHUAH said, that 5 characteristic signs Abba YAHUAH have in his heaven, we carry it in our womb for you. And not come to us to make this negotiation. Here, as YAHUAH said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. Listen, now the normal tree you are free to eat, but this 2 tree, no. It's referring to sexual activity. And the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees, you see, plural, of the garden. Now we are going to singular tree, but of the fruits of the tree, singular, which is in the midst of the garden. YAHUAH had said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. This one is Ogiwu. Don't dare. Ogiwu simply means the king of death. Don't touch this one, okay? Baby, my daughter. Don't. But the daughter said, no way. I want to be like you, Papa. But in my own way. Serpent initiates that, okay? 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, ye shall not surely die. For what do I know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as YAHUAH know good and evil, because YAHUAH knew good and evil. Who is the evil? It is serpent, okay? Serpent disobedient. Disobedient there is evil, okay? Serpent has already done wickedly, and YAHUAH already passed judgment. This is what I'm going to do with this foolish son of mine. Alright? So he now said to the woman, Abba YAHUAH is the judge. I can also make you like a judge. That's why we are all judgmental today. We can judge. We judge this. We judge that. Yeah, serpent brought about that teaching. We clothing ourselves today. Serpent brought about that teaching. In the beginning, it was himself. That is why when we dress, hey, you preach. But I don't do it anymore. Almost 2 years plus now. I don't put no weave on. You are right when you rebuke me for that. I love it, okay? Iron sharpest iron. Because some people, some certain group of people will really throwing words at me on that. Why are you putting weave on? Why are you putting this? But I will wear trousers. Sorry, I can't. That one I can't help it out. Because that is not what we are talking about here. Weave on symbolize, authority of our head. You putting a man-made something on your, you are covering your glory. That is you now become the covering of yourself. That one I understand. I done away with. I bet your wife even rebuked me. Okay, you have been saying it, I didn't even listen. But when I bet your wife did it himself, I throw in the garbage. All my weave, I throw everyone. 2 years now, more than 2 years now. Nothing of that has ever, I never will it enter my head. No, I go by my own natural hair that symbolizes the natural Messiah, which is my husband Yahushua HaMashiach. I'm not putting no covering upon his head. He is my head. Put it that way, which means I'm covering him. You know, not to have his way. These are all carry weight. These have spiritual significances. So I agree with that. But don't trouser. Don't tell me that nonsense. That one belongs to Linda. Jesus said you shouldn't put on trouser. That is total garbage, okay? So right now, that is what we can judge. We become judgmental. Sepe taught that. That is the evil because you are not right to do that. Okay? That is what the royal law said. You that is judging somebody that you know also under the same condemnation. Except you run out of his way. Therefore, you will be like Yahuwah. Then you can judge right. You know, in honor unto Yahuwah, not to yourself. 6. And when the woman saw, listen, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasing to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wiser, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat, and the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig trees and leaves together and made themselves aprons. Who is using this apron today? It is the one denomination of the Christian called Freemasons. You see, they are putting an apron. Knowledge of evil knew her. So this is where serpent come. You know, serpent fell already. He knew evil, he deceived himself already. So this is where he introduced unto us his ideology, his ways. This is how I did mine. You know, I get freedom from this papa already. I want to be on my own. I don't want nobody to guide me. This is how I did mine. But I'm like him, okay? Do you also want to be a part of that? And the woman said, I think it's a good idea. Seems good to me. Therefore, and I said, eat of me. I'm going to impose the power in you. Alright? That's it. And she go for it. But he never imposed no power, but rather wickedness. Genetically modified the sister. That is the evil that knew you and me. Genetically modified the organism. Our DNA became polluted. The DNA of the first man, the DNA, you know, the egg of the first woman, the womb of the first woman, the DNA of everything got polluted. That is how the evil knew you and me. That is why this evil keeps spreading until the end of 7,000 years. That is why you can lie. That is why you can steal. That is why you can do all this wickedness. Yes. Fornicate. You are not afraid of Yahuwah because knowledge of evil knew you and me. Yes, that is true. So let's see how this evil is still working you and me today. It's still working, okay? It's still carrying out its, brutality against everyone. Alright, now Romans 11, this is how you operate. Not that you don't know bad is good. Not that you don't know evil is good. Not that you don't know sin is bad. Excuse me, not that you don't know bad is evil. Not that you don't know, doing evil is bad. Not that you don't know sin is bad. You just go for it. Yes, it lives in you. That's it. Romans 7, I read 11. I'm going to be jumping over. For sin, taking occasion, that's it. Sin is a person, okay? Sin is a person. What is it? Sin breaking the royal law. And we'll say sin is a person. It break it right in Genesis 3. That old serpent is the one we are talking about over here. For sin, taking occasion by the commandment, deceived me, and by it slew me. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment is holy, and just and good. Was then that which is good made death unto me? Yahuwah forbid. But sin, that it might appear, sin working death in me, by that which is good, that sin by the commandment might become exceedingly sinful. Okay, for we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal. It will make you carnal, okay, to dwell in flesh. Sold under sin, that's it. Sin is a person, sold unto him. And where do we get the attack? Right in Genesis, where I just read 15. For that which I do, I allow not. I want to do good, but I can't just do it. For what I want, that I do not. Excuse me. For what I want, that do I not. But what I hate, that I do. If then I do that which I would not, consent unto the law that is good, now there is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. This is a great man of your work, talking about how sin is working in him. And here he was explaining anyway, was explaining life without under the law, because it was a Pharisees. Everyone knows that it's in the law. Okay, keep it to the royal law, and never accept Yahushua HaMashiach. So he explained unto us how difficult it was on the law without grace, without Yahushua HaMashiach. You can't get it right. Never. You can't. 15. For I know that, 18. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good, I found not. For the good that I do not, but the evil which I would not, that I do. Knowledge of evil, that is the first alphabet. But if I do that I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. I found there a law that which I would do good, evil is present with me. If I want to do good, evil stand. It's everywhere. Knowledge of evil knew everyone. That is how you miss it. That is how you cannot do good from first day of the week way down to the seventh day of the week. You must mix it. Me, myself, when I do something, I'll say, how can this be? I knew this is bad. I knew to lie is bad. Why? I knew to do this is bad. Why? I need to talk about something that is not really appropriate. It's bad. Why am I doing it? Sometimes I still do wonder why. Why? Yes, because the body of corruption is over here. The body of corruption. Not that I do it saying, I'm just giving it as an illustration. Okay, like if I don't want to talk, if I don't want to talk, you call me. I'm so sorry. I'm on another phone. Please, I'll call you back later. I drop my phone because I don't want to talk. Meanwhile, that is a lie. But if I tell you I don't want to talk, I don't know if you will accept that for me. If I tell you I'm not in the mood to not relate to that, what I don't know how you're going to handle it. Therefore, I will just lie to you. Sorry, I'm receiving other call from other of my phone. Then I just drop it. Let me rest. Yes, I'm doing it. Okay? I'm doing it. Or sometimes when I see that your talk is too much, the next year I will just ring my phone by myself. I will just ring the other of my... Oh, so sorry. If somebody's on the line calling me. It's not true, eh? I want to be a law. But it's a law. Okay? So that is some kind of wickedness I'm still doing over here. All right, now, because if I tell you, please, can we end this matter? Maybe you're gonna feel sad, and you want to talk, and me, I'm not ready to do that. Maybe you're gonna take an offense, and I don't want you to be hungry. Therefore, I have to use some wisdom and say, please leave me alone. But sometimes I also see that as the wisdom of Father Abraham when he said to Sarah, Mama Sarah, please, where we are going, they are so godless. They don't have the fear of Yahuwah. They are full of iniquity. They are garbage. Please, can you tell them you are not my wife, but rather you are my sister? Can you play that part? Yes, he told that a lie. He told that lie, in order to save himself. Sometimes Abayewa pardons us for such a thing, but it wasn't so in the beginning. Knowledge of evil knew us all. We see a mighty, powerful man of Yahuwah is lamenting over this very demon that stood beside him. He said, "Do inside of him." Now, 22. If you want to do good, no, the good. This is the evil that will attack that good. This deity will attack that good in order for you to do to him, to submit to him, to do that evil you hate to do. Evil. Evil is bad. But somehow you find yourself doing it. Yes, knowledge of evil knew all. 22. For I delight in the law of Yahuwah after the inward man. My spirit desire it. But I see another law in my members, waging war against the law of my mind and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members, is in us. What could that be? The DNA. Our DNA is highly polluted. Oh, wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death? Praise be unto Abba that Yahushua has already given us the way out. You see, Revelation 12, I think 10. The serpent keep, accusing the brethren. He called us saints over there. But serpent keep accusing, say he accuses the brethren night and day before Yehovah. Any weapon they find in us. Hey, he was sentence. She told a lie. Is she not at home? Why is she lying? And the royal Lord said, thou shalt not lie. So there's no way you can justify. Lie is a lie. Anyhow you did it is a lie. See, this is what is used to wage war against us. Any unfaithfulness. And he is the one that attacked us to act unfaithfully, because it's inside of us, this DNA. That is where the corruption is. So that same attitude of him, or madness of him, he will still use it to accuse. You see, Apostle Kepha, the one you call Peter, okay, he said the spirit wills, but the flesh is so heavy. Yes, that is the enemy within us. The author of Proverbs said, the worst enemy we have, it is our flesh. But you cannot do without your flesh. So knowledge of evil is in our flesh. Our DNA is polluted heavily. Only one. This knowledge of evil did not know, which is Yahushua HaMashiach. Alright, now here I am. What is the first alphabet of this word called Kaaba? Simply go on. Knowledge of evil knew all. Genesis 3. That is where he introduced us into that knowledge of evil. I don't see how you will have a dialogue with a serpent and you won't get hurt. You will have a dialogue with devil and you will get hurt. No, that is not true. When the woman, at the very moment the woman begins to have a dialogue with a serpent, therefore she got hurt. And from there, evil knew all of us. She opened the door. So I read now. Psalm 14 verses 1. The fool. This evil will make us so foolish. How? You hurting yourself, you hurting your eternal state, and you think you are doing something good to yourself. No, that is how you become foolish, because you are just hurting yourself. Okay, the fool had said in his heart, there is no Yehovah. This is evil, okay? They are corrupt, that's it. They have done abominable works, that's it. There is no that doeth good. Who is good? No one is good but Yehovah. No one is good but Abba Yehovah. We don't want to do his will that is good, but we want to carry out the evil, the corruption of the evil, knowledge of evil, which is the serpent, that old serpent. Yehovah looked down from heaven upon the children of men to see if there were any that did understand and seek Yehovah. If you want to be read to yourself, you will know you are out of the line. If you are not doing what the royal law says, you are utterly out of the line. Then this goes for you. And then you need to repent. That's it. If not, you face the wrath. That's it. 3. They are all gone aside. That's it. Where do we start this going aside of it? Genesis 3. The knowledge of evil knew all of us. They are all together become filthy. That's it. Our DNA is heavily polluted. There is no that doeth good. No, not one. Thanks be unto Yahushua HaMashiach that make us good today. If you return back to the royal law, because we are so wretched, we are so filthy. The fool says in their heart, there is no Yehovah. So let's see it in another form. How the fool is saying in their heart there is no Yehovah. We see the foolishness of the first man, the first woman. You go by your law. You want to be, make name for yourself. You want to be on. This is how you become so foolish. Because Abba Yehovah is going to sit judgment. You don't even think about the consequences. You don't even think about the repercussion. You don't even thought of it at all. How is it going to work? If it backfire on me, how can I stand it? You just go for a blind belief and you go hurt. This is how you become so foolish. All right. So let's see who started this foolishness. Okay, because this foolishness started with some deity. That is what we are talking about here. It started with some deity that say he wants to, at Rona by Yahuwah. So you become so foolish in your heart. You said the fools has said in their heart. This thing begins from the heart. What the woman saw out of the abundance of the heart, man speaks. She now said, wow, it is very good, A trick to make me this, to be wise. A trick to make me, yeah, she go for it. Her heart now desires it, and she not speak it out, and she not got the repercussion, because she's become so foolish. How can you do that great wickedness? And you think you will go unfree, scar unfree? No, you need to face the penalty. Yeah. Here I am, Tehali 14:12. I read, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? Is that this weakening of the nations right in Genesis 3? He is the foolish deity. He became so foolish to himself in his heart. Listen up. For thou hast said in thy heart. That's it. The fools have said in their heart. There is no Yahuwah. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahuwah. I will sit also upon the mouth of the congregation in the side of the north. I will ascend above the highest of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. But it not become so foolish. Because the Most High is going to cast it down. Yes, ik ben na noe wat ik ben na fo. Yes, ik ben na noe wat ik ben na fo. We yes, ik ben na noe wat ik ben na fo. Yes, ik ben na noe wat ik ben na fo. You want to run the race with the Almighty? No, you start a fight. Let's run the race. You must finish it. And where are you going to finish that race? It is in the link of fire. Because you started this fight. So you must finish the fight you started. You can't run away. No, link of fire is going to humble you for that. So this is how you become so foolish. Okay? You want to run Abba Yahuwah. You want to be the God of yourself. You don't want Abba Yahuwah to govern you. This is how you become so foolish. So we see the foolish deity. And his foolishness, that makes him fair from glory. He now also imposed this foolishness of evil upon third part of humanity. In fact, everyone even knew us all. We all acted, even those we repent. I repented already. I don't take no thought of myself. I'm not wise in my own way. Whatever I'm doing, I always seek the guidance of Abba Yahuwah. I don't do things in my own way, never. But before I used to. Okay, so the foolish, the knowledge of evil knew all of us. All right, but sometimes the flesh still acted. I'm not saying I'm a saint utterly. No, I will be sent when Yahushua comes. That is with a glorified body. It's gonna be. I'm gonna be equal now with angel, so I won't sin no more. But now I still do some madness. Okay, I still do some little wickedness. Flesh is still working somehow. Like what I throw out. Yes, I still do some. I still have some foolishness, okay? So I'm not altogether sense, but I will be. But well, you know one thing Abba Yahuwah, one thing I learned from the ways of Abba Yahuwah, sinning and taking glory in it, that is wickedness. Sinning intentionally, that is wickedness. But when you fall into it mistakenly, like that's what I'm sometimes we all say something. I don't know it's bad. But as soon as I put my head, Abba Yahuwah will say you are sinned. Oh, it will reverse that voices. It will reverse what I said, the conversation I had, especially making some filthy jokes. It will just reverse it back. You shouldn't have talked this way. You call yourself a believer. You shouldn't. This is filth. Oh, I will say, oh, have mercy upon me, Abba Yahuwah. Yeah, but I will say that when I go my way. I don't even know I have sinned. You see, yeah, because it is in the body of corruption. Sometimes this evil deity throw words in our mouths, to speak filth. To have a filth conversation, not to talk about people. Someone call you for gossip, like them. You don't do that. Someone call you to talk about something like this. Okay, that is what I'm doing these days. Well, okay, should I ask? I'm gonna ask the policy. So if she said no, don't bother us, I was okay, my sister. This part you drop it. I'm not interested anymore. which means it's not important. So, but if you ask me to ask, that's what I'm doing. If they ask me, what she do this, please can I ask? You say go and ask her, no problem. And be doing it. That is what I'm doing. I will just pick up my phone. I will just come, my sister like this, talk to me about so character or so thing you did. Why should you do anything like this? Okay. Sometimes we'll try to bring settlement. When they said don't ask, then I will know that is gossip. I'll say, okay, my sister, let's drop this topic. It's not important. Okay, so because I'm working on my salvation, I don't want you to be bringing me into gossiping, to be talking about people, to be gossiping people. It's not fair. I can talk about you. I can share your testimony. Oh, this sister, if you see what Yahuwah did for that person, yeah, that is not gossip. I'm praising Yahuwah for your life or your behalf. Yeah, I can talk on your behalf to elevate you, but not to bring you down. That I don't do. That is wickedness, pure evil. What did I say? Pure evil, undilutable evil. I don't do that. Never will I. All right now. So we see the foolish deity. So now also get some accounts how this deity is working. Evil than you and me. Alright, now here we are. Romans chapter 1 verses 20 to 22. I read 20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. We know how pure, holy, righteous this Abba Yahweh is. It's clear. It's very clear. Okay, it's not hiding. We know it is. But still we want to do our own way. Yes, because evil knew you and me. Be understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. That's it. Because that when they knew Yahuwah, they glorified him not as Yahuwah, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imagination. In your heart, you not say you want to become like Yahuwah. In your heart, you not become fools. The fool says in their heart there is no Yahuwah. In the heart of this foolish deity, not said I'm gonna make myself like Yahuwah. And he say, yeah, they not became vain in their imagination. Where is your imagination coming? Right from your heart again. And their foolishness. Listen, I read the last verse. And their foolishness and their foolish heart was darkened. Who is darkness? It is Allah, the folly deity, the folly seraphims, which is the serpent, the dragon, the Leviathan, the destroyer. Okay, these are all his name. Okay, the spoiler. Okay, these are all his name. He is the dark. Genesis 1, it was the darkness that covered the surface of the deep. Alright, because he fell. They all fell from glory and now became darkness. And that is the darkness we are experiencing today. And it was so dark in your heart to fall like it do. You see, in their heart, say you not become so foolish in your heart. Okay, these people they knew Yahuwah. These are not unbelievers at all. Unbeliever is where we just read Psalm 14:1. Yes, that goes for unbeliever who never knew Yahuwah. But this very Roman one, these are believer. We also see where we read in Isaiah 14. It was a powerful deity. All right, 22 now. Prophesying themselves to be wise, they became fools. When the woman saw the tree was desirable and make someone to be wise, prophesying themselves to be wise, they now became fools. When the woman saw the tree of evil, she not desired making someone to be wise. And prophesying over here, Romans 1:22, prophesying themselves to be wise, they now became fools. These people, they are born again. Not born again, no, they are born in pieces or born against. These are not born again. Okay, like the Christian. This goes for the Christian. Okay, but this knowledge of evil knew everyone. That's what we are dealing with over here. But how are we going to rectify the issue? It's only when you return back to the royal law that you will not make you wise. Because the royal law is going to make you wise among the heathens. Among unbelievers, it's going to make you wiser. Some people say you don't. My own, you need to be wise in my own way. You need to be wise in my own counsel. You need to be wise in my own doctrine, in my own visions and revelation. You need to be wise in me. You don't have to be wise through the royal law, because he knew when you do that, he is a gunner. He lost his authority over you. So let's see in another form, how did he knew us? It goes also in this way, Genesis 4:1. And Adam knew his wife, And she conceived and bore Cain. So this is how he knew us. Yahushua said, whosoever that believeth on me, out of his belly, a rivers of living water is going to flow. When Yahushua knew you in this manner, it's going to drop, power in your belly. It's going to drop something in your womb. That you're going to be drawing out of it for others. And this is how serpent knew you and me. Through the first man and the first woman. He knew us up and dropped something in our belly. In fact, his gallbladder, everyone does carry. Bitter life. His wickedness, everyone does carry. Opinion. To question the authority of Abba Yahuwah. I think Sunday is better, to worship. No, Saturday. I think Christmas is better, the feast of the world. Whereby Abba Yahuwah said, the spirit of truth, the world cannot accept it. Now the whole world accept Christmas. January 1st, the whole world accept it. Your Sunday, the whole world accept it. Whereby the royal law says, the spirit of truth, the world cannot receive. So yet you refuse to test that spirit and know that this is the spirit of the world. It's not of Abba Yahuwah. So this I knew you. That is why they were doing great signs and wonders. We cast out demon, we prophesy, we do many wonders in your name. I said, sorry, I never knew you. Rather, I'm not the one that got you pregnant. I'm not the one that put that water in your belly. Alright? Serpent does. Yeah, the knowledge of evil knew every one of us. Everyone. See, another wickedness. The knowledge of evil knew all. Genesis 6. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply in the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them. This is sexual activity I'm talking about here. That the sons of Yahuwah, these are the fallen deities, saw the daughters of men, that they were fair simply means beautiful, okay? And they took them wives of all which they choose. And Yahuwah said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his day shall be 120 years. That is where we not get, numbers of days. Because this one, I need to flush them away. For now, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of Yahuwah came in unto the daughters of men, they have sexual intercourse with them. And the bore children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old. Allah, Islam, Ishmael, they are giants of old. They now became mighty men, which were of old serpent. Men of free own, yes, serpent. K is the number one. And Yahweh saw that the wickedness of men were great in earth, and that every imagination, the thought from their heart, every imagination of the thoughts of his heart were only evil continually. And he repeated the word that he had made man on earth, and he grieved him at his heart. The heart is me imagine evil, and some heart is also grieving over here. And Yahweh said, I will destroy them all, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both men and beasts, and creeping things, and fowls of the air, for it's repented me that I have made them. Yes, this brought about the first destruction, and it's coming right back again. Knowledge of evil knew all. You see, it's every thought, every inclination of their heart is always evil. Evil, evil, evil. Yes, knowledge of evil knew all of us. That is the very first letter of this word called Kaaba. Coincidence? Coincidence? No, this is what it is. For you to convert to Islam is evil. Evil. Ezekiel 23, 24 to 25, I read. And they shall come against thee with chariots, wagons, and wheels, and with an ensemble of people which shall set against thee buckler and shield and helmet around about. And I will set, listen, and I will set judgment before them, and they shall judge thee according to their judgment. So what is their judgment? It is evil, evil, evil. They're going to be judging flesh, for 7,000 years. Flesh, for you to submit to this knowledge of evil. Therefore, that same knowledge of evil you submit unto is going to judge you for a long period of a time. There is a time set for him to finish his judgment. So his judgment is going to be ended at the end of 7,000 years of human existence, not the earth. The earth, no one can count, I don't know, billions, trillions of years. I don't know, that I cannot say. But for human existence, according to the biblical rules and regulations, now we are already in the beginning of the 7,000 years. So that's what will follow. That's all we can tell. Well, that's all we know. All I know, all I can say. You see, say they're going to judge you according to their judgment. They have judgment. And their judgment is to throw evil on you. And the evil is already on you. And when you react, and when you acted prior to the evil, they throw themselves on you. That is the same evil they are going to be using to wage war against you, accusing you night and day before Yahuwah. 25. And I will set my jealousy against thee. Okay, yes, that is of Abba Yahuwah. It's okay. I just want to prove, okay, the judgment. Abba Yahuwah said, now that we gave in unto these people already, therefore, he said he will sit judgment through them. They themselves, they are going to be judging you in their own way. They are the one judging us. They are the one governing us. They are the one ruling us. This folly deity, the knowledge of evil is the one doing it, is the one ruling. But its end is almost here, which is the end of the 7,000 years, though it's still far. Okay, 1,000 years. Yeah, you can read Numbers chapter 19. You can read it all in your quiet time. Okay, the works of the high priest. Prior to this wickedness that took place, that knew all of us. So how Abba Yahuwah gave a way out of it, when you live under this instruction, all right, you're going to be sustained, okay, until a glorified body is being given unto you. So you can read and see the voice of the high priest, the red ephah, we stand for the woman, okay, because she did the wickedness, she needs to be bare utterly, all right. I think, let me read from 7 or so. Then the priest shall, okay, yeah, after the priest has done that, he needs to cleanse himself. So I think I read from 11 now. He that toucheth the dead body of any man shall be unclean for 7 days. That is 7,000 years, okay? A day as 1,000 years. 12. He shall purify himself with it on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day, that is the final cleansing. The 3rd day will represent the first coming of Yahushua. The 3rd day simply means at the first coming of Yahushua HaMashiach, okay? Alright? So right now, the 7th, it is where the final cleansing is, where this evil will be removed from our system utterly. But now we still have evil in our system. Knowledge of evil knew all. Okay? He shall purify himself with it on the 3rd day, and on the 7th day he shall be cleansed. That is where the final cleansing is twice. Okay? The first coming and the second coming consummate all. But if he purify not himself the 3rd day, then the 7th day he shall not be clean. Whosoever toucheth the dead body of any man that is dead, and purify not himself, defileth the tabernacle of Yahuwah, and that soul shall be cut off from Israel, because the water of separation was not sprinkled upon him. He shall be unclean. His uncleanness is yet upon his head, upon him. This is the law. When a man dieth in a tent, okay, right now, let me first of all establish that one. What did he say? Any man that toucheth any dead body, you becomes unclean. Adam touched a dead man. Because what is death? Death simply means separation from Abba Yahuwah. His life. So if you are not under him, you are dead. He that loved me loved life, but he that hate me loved death. Alright, and death is a deity. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the day you will touch, you shall surely die. He carry message, he carry the kingdom of death. That is who he is, Ogiwu, king of death. Alright, so that was why Abba Yahuwah warned his people, don't touch. Because he's dead already, because he's separate from Abba Yahuwah, throw him out here on earth already. He's no more needed. Now, you don't touch him. But when you touched, therefore you are unclean. And we see our forefather did not just touch, but they also ate of it. That makes us a double clean, double unclean. So we must cleanse in these 2 occasions, the touch and the earth. So you must cleanse the 3rd day and the 7th day, because the touch and the earth. These 2 wickednesses in us are pretty powerfully today. Until the 7th day, 7,000 years, where the final cleansing will be granted unto the elect. Okay, that is the double uncleanness in you and me. That is why we need to also do the cleaning twice, the mist of the third day and the seventh day. All right, now, so the touch and the earth. All right, and we came from them. We are their posterities. They are our progenitor. So right now, that causes is in every one of you, every one of us, because we touch a dead person. Therefore, we remain unclean until the seventh. The works of cleanliness already started the third day and the seventh day. So right now, what was the water separation that needs to be sprinkled on you? That is the royal law. John 3, 5 or so, 3 to 5 or 1 to 5. When Nicodemus saith, how can I be born again? Should I go into my mother's womb the second time? Okay, but Yahushua said this born again is going to be done through the spirits, which is the Ruach HaKodesh. And he said, whosoever that believe on me, a rivers of living water shall flow from his belly. And we simply know this, according to biblical terminology, water goes for 3 dimensions, the royal law. Okay, it is the water separation, the Ruach HaKodesh. It is the water of separation and people. So in this concept, it has to do with the royal law and people. You need to be in the royal law. When you live in obedience to the royal law, of course, the Ruach HaKodesh is going to fuel your life. The one you call the Holy Spirit is going to fuel your life. Yes, that is the rivers of living water is going to be flowing new wine from your belly. That is, He got you pregnant. He put something in your bowel, in your bosom, in your womb, for you to be, to begin to bring it out each season, which is Tehali, Psalm chapter 1. All right, you will not become a tree planted by the rivers of water. You don't know no dryness. At each season, you will be eloquent, powerful in all and all. You won't lack no vision, not at all. New wine overflowing everywhere, every now and then. That's it, because water of separation has already been sprinkled upon you. So now I go for verses 14. That is the only way this evil inside of you and me will be flushed out. 14. This is the law. When a man dies, I'm going to also call the references, the hips up. We know they also do that to Messiah, because Eliezer was playing the part of the prince over there. And we see how Yahushua did, he became unclean. His father left him for a whole 9 hours, okay, turned his back on him, doing the works of redemption prior to what took place in Genesis 3. Okay, we also see all this idiom here, also in the New Testament. I read 14 now. This is the law. When a man dies in a tent, all that come into that tent and all that is in the tent shall be unclean 7 days. They will get the 7 again. Every vessel, because inside the house, the tent is still talking about, you represent the word, you represent the whole world, okay? Now, a man has already died right in this world, which is Sempet himself. Therefore, even though when our forefather hasn't yet sinned, because they were being cast here on earth, and then I make the whole world unclean, then the whole world became dark, okay? Now, our forefather came, and that also make them to be a partaker of it. Why? Because uncleanness already here on earth. That is the tent. Alright? That also makes them unclean and bring them into uncleanness, and that make them to live for uncleanness. Alright? A man died. It's speaking about Sempet that died. He died. So, but the cleansing again says shall be unclean for 7. So the 7, that is where the final cleansing is. And every vessel, listen, and every vessel which hath no covering bind upon it is unclean. And whosoever toucheth one that is slain or cursed. Okay, I want to hang up here the vessel. So what vessel? Every vessel. Okay, every open vessel which hath no covering bind upon it is unclean. All right, now, so let's see what the covering is upon every vessel. Vessel, are you a vessel of honor, or you are a vessel of dishonor? Are you a noble vessel, or just a common you vessel? We know we also being called vessel. So let's see that covering, what it is. Anyone that does not have that covering, okay, what happened to that person? You become unclean. And who did that? Who removed our covering? It is the first woman, Kaaba. Who was her covering? Supposed to be her husband, Adam. But she took off Adam. That represents women today. She took off Adam and provide a covering for ourselves. That represents women today, because your natural hair represents your own husband, which is your covering. Immediately you now begin to add another thing. You took away your natural hair, which is your husband, and you now brought him another man upon yourself. And that weave will represent another man. Another man that is seeking for woman to be covered. And that is serpent again. He came, he wanted to remove Adam, because Adam was the covering of the woman, and Yahweh was the covering of Adam. And Yahweh was the covering of Yahushua, and Yahushua was the covering of the man, and the man was the covering of the woman Kawa. But serpent said, no, not so with me. I must be the covering of Adam. Okay, I must be the covering of Jesus, because the one that covered Jesus, and Jesus not cover Adam, and Adam, and Jesus not, of a serpent is the covering of Jesus. So Jesus not cover the woman, not the man. No, the woman not cover the man. So that's how they turn it upside down. 1 Corinthians chapter 11, 3, But I will not ye know, but I will have ye know that the head of every man is Yahushua, Messiah, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahushua is Yahuwah. That is the change of order. You see, it said any vessel that is not covered, you become unclean. Kawa refuses a covering, therefore uncleaner tossed her, unclean thinner come to her, and seduce her, and lure her into this wickedness. And she now remove her own covering, and I said it's very good, to be like that. All right, now therefore she now become the head of the man, because she gave the teaching to the man. Okay, and she now become the head of the man, and serpent now become the head of the woman. Serpent now become the head of Jesus, and Jesus now become the head of the woman, and the woman now become the head of the man, and man now become nothing. How's boy? The change of order of Abba Yehovah is Abba Yehovah the head of Yahushua, Yahushua the head of the man, and man the head of the woman. That's it. So Kawa now remove her own covering and light a fallen deity to cover her. So she was the vessel talking about over there. Here I am again, Genesis 3:7. And the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked. So let's see what is nakedness again now. Prior to this, Exodus, Shemot 32:25. And when Moshe saw that the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies. Who is our enemy? It is the very people we are unveiling over. A knowledge of evil new or is our enemy. All right. So naked simply means sin. You are naked to destruction. And I will say they not knew that now our life is not saved. Oh, what have we done? But it's still late to cry. The knowledge is already in there. The naked to sin, the naked to destruction. Nakedness, wickedness already imputed in our system. That is why we can't get it right. That is why evil everywhere. Knowledge of evil knew everyone. Everyone. So now prior to the Numbers chapter 19, I'm going to say the works of the high priest over there, or priest, okay? And we also see this idiom right in Yahushua, the scarlet, okay? And also the hyssop. The scarlet is Matthew 27:28. John, for the hyssop, John 19:29. I'm going to find it over there. He is truly the eternal high priest, doing the works of redemption to save us from this body embodiment of evil that knew you and me. It's over here, okay? It's over here. Romans chapter 8:21-23. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption. Alright, should I take it again? Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of Yahuwah. For we know that the whole creation, the whole world, okay, the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit. Even we ourselves grow within ourselves, waiting for the adoption or redemption. Yes, say adoption. To wait the redemption, excuse me. For the adoption, to wait for the redemption of our body. This our body who knew it, the knowledge of evil. So this body is going to be redeemed in the 7th. We begins already. So that's why we are doing more of this segment, to prepare people's hearts, the people of the book. They choose the Gentiles as well. All right. So that's why we are doing it more of it. That's why Abba Yahweh is digging it out for you to know, because why Abba Yahweh is bringing out all these mysteries about this people Islam is that they are the last empire to rule. And they are going to rule for almost 1,000 years, because it begins 1,000 years already. Maybe 20, 30 years from now, this thing is going to surface. Maybe less than. Who knows? I'm not predicting. I hate prediction. I'm not so much into giving prophecy with date. I don't think it's not. I don't like it. I don't just like it. But it is scriptural. Okay, not that I'm disputing it. I just want to throw this in. So maybe 20 years, maybe 15, maybe 20 years from now, maybe 30. I don't think, because why are we saying this? The reason I'm doing this calculation, next year now, the second Egypt punishment will be over. So the reason why I'm saying 30 years, because Abba Yahweh delayed for 30 years. So I'm afraid he delayed for 30 years. So that's why I'm saying maybe 30 years from now. Because he gave our forefather promise to, for 400 years in bondage. He said, Deuteronomy 28, you are returning back to Egypt the second time. He said, the way I speak to you now, you shall see no more. This is the last exile. And this 400 years is about to be completed, Next year, now 2019, it will be 400 years, the people of the book really scattered to the four corners of the earth. Our destruction begins right in 70 AD. But the very first time, Abba Yahweh began to ship us through Ashkenazi and the indigenous Africa, Igbo, and Islam. They were the one who complied, and do this scattering. Ashkenazi was the ship masters, ship owners, to dispatch to the four corners of the earth. All right. So since when that one begins now, it is just 1611 and 1619, which is next year now will be 400 years old. This scattering to the four corners of the earth begins, begins. So right now, next year will be 400 years of this counting. So, but I don't know, because we see from the Exodus chapter 12, they spent 430 years. Abba Yahweh delayed for a whole 30 years. Meanwhile, the prophecy is supposed to be 400 years. So that's why I'm saying maybe 30 years from now. I don't know if it's also going to delay that much, but of a short word, there will be a delay. But I don't know whether it's going to give us a delay of 15 years, a delay of 12 years, a delay of 10 years, or exactly that 30 years. That I don't know. So that is why I say from now to 15, 20, 30 years, this event is going to occur. It's going to occur, okay? Mark it. It's going to occur prior to the prophecies of the last days. It's going to occur, okay? So 100% from next year now, I put that 30 years. But I know if he had mercy upon us, it's not going to delay for that 30 whole year again. But let's leave it over there, 30 years. This event will occur in a global scale. It will occur. All right now. So we are done. I'm so blessed. Baruch Abba Yehovah for his glory in my life. I'm so happy doing his work. His works, excuse me. So right now we proceed now to the very second alphabet. This one hurt me so I cry over this one, okay? I cried over it. So the first letter, knowledge of evil, knew all. This one called Kaaba. And it's going to knew all of them. And the Kaaba, I have it in a point anyway. It is Allah Holies of Holies. Do you know that? So we have it on point 1. If you found it interesting, you can follow up with part 2. All right now. So we go for the second alphabet. What did it go for? Adam attacker. Oh, he attacked Adam so severely. Simple as that, my brother. Simple as that, my sister. Adam, attacker. So with this, these two alphabets alone, know here that Allah, He is the serpent in Genesis 3. We found it in His holies of holies. This Kaaba, it is Allah holies of holies. All right. No, no. If you are not a born Muslim, now listen. When you convert to Islam, you won't allow to come near this Kaaba because it is Allah's holies of holies. Only born Muslim, the first citizen, are allowed to come closer. So right now, these two alphabet. When you also hear the third one, it is Bozal. These two alphabet now, sit down and calculate. This is not coincident. This is what it is. It is. Adam, attacker. He attacked him severely. And I took the earth from him. Now begin to write on Adam's glory. The final one is disastrous. Alright, now so scripture to validate this. Though I read here before, I want to do it again for the second letter. Bereshit 3 verses 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall surely not die. Okay, let me read from the woman's account. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahuwah had said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Okay, we see the death took place right in Genesis 4. As soon as they ate of it, they attacked. Alright, now I read now Genesis 4:8. And Cain, this is the firstborn of serpent, okay, he will always do the will of his father, and he's coming right away to do the final gathering, the will of his father, what his father so desire. Cain is returning back again to go for it, to slay the righteous Abel. I read now. And Cain talked with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. His father slew the first man. The first one, that wasn't enough. The first righteous birth on earth. He's also slew, he killed. Adam, attacker. It is Allah. Is the one that attacked Adam. Is the one that attacked Adam. Alright now. The Gospel of Bartholomew. You know, Bartholomew is one of the 12 apostles, okay? He have his own gospel. Constantine was the one who scattered all this book, but by the grace of Abba Yahweh, we are getting all in use. We are bringing them all back to his glory. All right, so chapter 4 is a very long chapter, all right? And it's the last chapter also, verses 57. I want to show you something over here. And when we were cast, it is Allah confessing over here, okay? And when we were cast down upon the earth, we were senseless. Then I become zombie for 40 years. And when the sun shine forth 7 times, brighter than fire, suddenly I awaked, and I looked about and saw the 600 that were under me senseless. And I awakened my son, Sapel, and took him to counsel how I may deceive the man on whose account I was cast out of heavens. So, of 59. And thus did I contrive it. I took a veil in my hand, and scrubbed, listen now, and scrubbed the sweat from off my breast and the hair of my armpits, and washed myself. Okay, I took fig leaves in my hands and wrapped and sweat from my bosom. You know what that is? Bosom. And below my arms, and cast it down beside the streams of waters. All right now. It's greatly prolonged in this, okay. In the spring of the waters, wells the 4 rivers flow out, and Kawa drank of it. So listen now, if you are really not normal psychological person, you know this is sexual activities. What does your bowels, your armpits, your breast, the sweat from here and from here, from below your loins, your bosom means your loins, and in your loins shall that go, in your belly shall that go. It's speaking in idiom, okay? Exactly what took place, it is what took place. Sex activity, he attacked Adam. Alright now. For she, okay, yeah. And Kawa drank of it, and desire, listen now. Desire it. Listen now. And she drank of the water, okay, of it, and desire came upon her. For if she had not drunk of that water, I should not have been able to deceive her. Alright now. I think I'm going to hang up over here. Yes. 57 to 60. You see how he did it? He cast spell. He attacked with magic power on her. So as soon as she drank of it, she don't know what she was doing anymore. She not begin to desire wickedness. She not begin to desire evil. That's it. Exactly what he is doing to you and me today. Cast spell upon her. Use magic power upon her. That the strong desire not fall upon her. That she not begin to desire another man. When she not look at that tree was good, she not desire to go for another man. And that was why you want to reverse the curse and say, you shall desire your husband. You can't desire another man. No, it is an abomination. Desire your own. You have your own husband. Desire him. Okay, that is why we women will desire our husband. And it is eternal glory upon us. And I love it. We need to desire our man. Not other man. No. Here I am, Hosea chapter 6 verse 7. But they, like Adam, have transgressed the covenant. But they, like Adam, have transgressed the covenant. They have dealt treacherously, okay, against me. That's it. It's they like Adam. It's talking referring to the posterities of Adam. We are a sinner like him. Just as that serpent attacked Adam, the same way he's attacking you and me. He said they have dealt treacherously against me. He's still speaking of Genesis 3. This is where they did that wickedness, okay? But we are also doing it today because it's referring to the people of the book over here. We are also doing it again. Romans 5:12 to 13. Wherefore has by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned. For until the law, sin was in the world, but is not imputed, okay, when there is no law. That's it. When you don't have the law, you just live like an animal. What did you know? Can I go and tell a sinner, why are you sinning? I'll let you know this is who I am. I can't ask sinner, why are you sinning? But rather I'll preach to him, please stop sinning and return back to the royal law. So that's it. So right now, he attacked Adam the same way he's attacking you and me today. Adam attacker. Just the way he did it, the same ways, because this attack spread from Adam way down to me and to you. And where would this end? At the 7,000 years, the very end of it, that is where this attack of Allah will be removed from you and me. 1 Corinthians 15:22. For as in Adam all die, even so in Yahushua shall all be ruled. Because it's the second Adamic, we were unable to attack this one. Yes, we were unable to do that. Yes, I just remember something. You see, prior to the first subject, knowledge of evil knew all. Let me throw in since I remember. You see, this demon, this Allah, also wanted to attack Yahushua because he attacked knowledge of evil knew all, and he wanted to also knew Yahushua. That is Matthew chapter 4. You see that free negotiation he made with Yahushua HaMashiach 3 good times. He keep pressing. When Yahushua refuted from this, he will come out with another. When he refuted him with, he will come out with another. 3 good times. It was so, desperate, to bring him down. to knew him. He wanted to seduce him into wickedness. Listen now. When Yahushua was about to go to the cross, he also prayed exactly 3 good times. That 3 good times, because that knowledge of evil still stood by him, he followed him to the very hour of the cross. So he's trying to seduce him. He wants to know him. Alright? So, 3 good times. You knew you came here on earth to die for humanity. You knew you were the second Adam to reverse what the first Adam did. But now he now began to pray contrary to that which he came here for. If this cup, oh no, if it is possible, let it pass me by. I can't drink this cup of judgment, and if you don't drink it, you and I is going to remain in eternal state of eternal damnation. He needs to drink it. Because if you don't drink it, only righteous one can drink it and resurrect. If you don't drink it, we need to drink it by ourselves. And where would that? That will be eternal damnation. So for us not to live under eternal damnation, that was what the first one will be chased out of the Garden of Eden. He said, lest they will not also reach out their hands to eat from the tree of life. Therefore, we're going to remain in the eternal state of destruction. Nothing absolutely can be done about that. So that was why he separated us from the Garden of Eden, in order for we not to use our filthiness to touch the tree of life, which is Yahushua. And that serpent still come again. When it was time to go to the cross, he wanted to knew him. But thanks be unto Abba Yahuwah, who has never ever left himself without, help, strengthening him. Because that time he was functioning 100% as a man. If he has to function like Yahuwah, like God, no one will be able to do that to him. No one will be able to put him to the cross. Never. All of them will fall and they will perish. But 100% he operates now as man. He was functioning as man. So that was why Sepe also wanted to knew him. So I bless you about your word that I remember. I still throw it in. Yeah, him alone, Yahushua is the second Adam. He was going to set us free totally from in the 7,000 years. When it comes now, some part is going to be redeemed, but the entire world will be redeemed in the end of 7,000 years. Alright now, so what is the second alphabet? Adam attacker. So let us hear now from the very horse's mouth, from the very mouth of Adam and Kawa, from their own book. This book is awesome, it's powerful, prophetic, full of powerful prophecy about Yahushua and how Abba Yahuwah is going to do it, but I found a little error from it, okay? The prophecy I found there, one prophecy I found there, is not accurate at all. I don't know how that come about, because the coming of Yahushua was 4,000 years, not 5.5. Rather, it should have been 4,000 years. I don't know, maybe translation does that. Then I said 5,500. That is not incorrect, okay? Because he came in the midst of 7. In the 4,000 years of human existence, Yahushua appeared. That was why it is being called sign. Genesis 14 and Genesis 1:14. Okay, we see when this calendar appeared, it is a sign. The feast we see over there, the years, the time, everything is over there. So he appeared here on earth in the 4,000 years, which is in the 4,000 years, which is the midst of the week, because he also died in the midst of the week, and he died in the midst of the week. It is prophetic, is here. Adam prophesies it. Adam also died in the midst of the week. Adam died over 6 times in this very book. If you have it read, it's powerful. So the only error I found in it, that is what I'm just pouring out. That prophecy was wrong. I think maybe it's the translator or the writer, or the maybe there is where the error comes from. So I'm going to read chapter 4. I'm going to be reading some chapter, maybe up to chapter 6 or 7. I'm going to be jumping over. I read chapter 4 right now. The first book of Adam and Kawa, but they write it first book of Adam and Eve, because they are whatever. But I go for the actual name of her. The first book of Adam and Kawa, alright, I read chapter 4. There Adam and Kawa entered the cave and stood praying in their own tongue, knowingly to us. But when they were no, and as they prayed, Adam raised his eyes and saw the rock. Oh no, I hope I'm not reading all that part. I thought about that. I was reading very wrong part. It's chapter 4. I want to read first. Alright now. First book of Adam and Kawa, chapter 4. Okay, now I read. But Adam and Kawa wept. This is the very first, when they were being driven out of the Garden of Eden. So Abba Yahweh provide another place for them. But Adam and Hawa wept for having come out of the garden, their first home. And indeed, when Adam looked at his flesh that was, uttered, he wept bitterly, he and Hawa, over what they had done. And they walked and went gently down into the cave of treasures. And as they came to it, Adam wept over himself and said to Hawa, look at this cave. That is to be our prison in this world and a place of punishment. What is it compared to the garden? What it is? Narrowness compared with the space of the order. What is this rock by the side of this groves? What is the gloom of this coven compared with the light of the garden? What is this overhanging lodge of a large lodge of rock to shelter us, compared with the mountain of Yahuwah that overshadow us? What is this? What is this soil of this cave compared with the garden land, this earth, strewn with stones, and that planted with delicious fruit trees? And Adam said to Hawa, look at my eyes and at mine, which afore beheld angels in heaven praising, and they too without ceasing. But now we do not see as we did. Our eyes have become of flesh that cannot see in like manner as they saw before. Adam said again to Hawa, what is our body today compared to what it was in the former days when we dwelt in the garden? After this, Adam did not like to enter the cave under the hanging rock, nor would he even have entered it, but he bowed to Jehovah's others and said to himself, unless I enter the cave, I shall again be a transgressor. So right now, whenever you chase them out, he also provide another place for them. Chase them out of his presence. He provide. That is where we are. This is the provision where he provide for the first man, the first woman. But it was horrible the first time for them. Okay. So what is the second alphabet? Adam, attacker. This is what we saw in this work called Kaaba. So now I read chapter 11. Like I said, I'm going to be jumping over chapter 11. Then Adam and Hawa felt themselves burning with thirst and hot and sorrow. And Adam said to Hawa, we shall not drink of this water, even if we were to die. Oh, Hawa, when this water comes into our inner parts, it will increase our punishment, and that our children, and that of our children that shall come after us. Both Adam and Hawa then withdraw from they were highly, tasting of water, but they were afraid, because I don't know if I do it again, maybe it's going to be a sin. Hungry, but they cannot eat because now they function as like an animal. Okay, all right now. Withdraw from the water and drink none of it at all. But came and entered the cave of treasures. But when in it Adam could not see Hawa, he only heard the noise she made. Neither could she see Adam, but heard the noise he made. Then Adam wept in deep affliction, and smote upon his breast. And he arose and said to Hawa, where art thou? And she said unto him, Lo, I am standing in this darkness. He then said to her, remember the bright nature in which we lived while we abode in the garden, O Kawa. Remember the glory that rested on us in the garden, O Kawa. Remember the trees that overshadowed us in the garden while we moved along them, O Kawa. Remember that while we were in the garden, we knew neither night nor day. Think of the tree of life from below which flowed the water that shed lustrous over us. Remember, O Kawa, the garden land and the brightness thereof. Think of what garden, of that garden in which was no darkness, while we dwell therein. Whereas no sooner did we come into this cave of treasures, then darkness encompassed us around about, until we can no longer see each other, and all the pleasure of this life has come to an end. Do you know how terrible this is? They now begin to live in darkness. They don't see each other, like I just read. So let's proceed. This is the attack of Allah upon the first man and the first woman, and he's still doing it and still dragging us today into that same darkness. So first book of Adam and Kawa, I'm reading now 43 to 44. Then Adam and Kawa were afraid and thirsty, and Adam said to Kawa, "What is that fire by our cave?" The very cave, after this serpent drove them out of the presence of Yahweh from the Garden of Eden, like we just read. Another place about Yahweh also provide for them is this serpent set it ablaze. He attacked, and he kept doing it. You drove them out of the presence of Yahweh, and he provided another place for them. He also set it ablaze. So that is what 43 to 44 is. What is that fire by our cave? We do nothing in it to bring about this fire. We neither have bread to bake therein, nor both to cook there. As to this fire, we know not the like, neither do we know what to call it. But ever since Yahweh sent the cherub with a sword of fire that flashed and lighted in his hand, from fear of which we fell down and were like corpses. Have we first time for them to see fire? Because now they were seeing it before, but he couldn't do that nothing. But now, first time for them to see fire in a state of iniquity, that one put fear to them that they not drop as dead people. They die more than 7 times. They kill themselves more than 3 times. And Sepa killed them about 3 times also. Abba Yahweh will raise them back to you must dance the music, okay? So 4, now verses 4. Like corpse, have we not seen the like? But now, O Kawa, behold, this is the same fire that was in the cherub's hands. Who is cherub? Cherub is Jesus, okay? Which is devil today. That was once his office. And this event he is narrating over here, it is his very office. He poured it on them. Okay? The hands of the cherubs. You can see Ezekiel 28 from 11 to 19. Oh, covering cherubim. You're going to see it over there. That was his office to cover like Messiah. Okay? Cherub's hand, a cherub's hand, which Yahweh has sent to keep the cave in which we dwell. O Kawa, it is because Yahweh is hungry with us that will drive us from it. O Kawa, we have again transgressed his commandment in that cave, so that he had sent his fire to burn around it, and to prevent us from going into it. If this be really so, O Kawa, where shall we dwell, and whither shall we flee from before the face of Jehovah? Since as regard things as regard the garden, he will not light us about in it, and he has deprived us of the good things thereof. But he has placed us in this cave, in which we have darkness, trials, and hardship, until at last we found comfort therein. But now that he has brought us out into the other land, brought us, where am I? Into another land, we knows what may happen in it, and we know but that the darkness of that land may be far greater than the darkness of this land. Who knows? Okay, who knows? Excuse me, I've been making a mistake. Who knows? So he's just complaining. I don't know. Who knows? The place is gonna bring us again. How the condition of that place is gonna be? Who knows? Who knows what may happen in that land by day or by night? And who knows whether it will be far or near Okawa, where it will please Yahuwah to put us, may be far from the garden Okawa, where Yahuwah will prevent us from, or will Yahuwah prevent us from beholding him, because we have transgressed his commandment, and because we have made request unto him at all times? O Kawa, if Yahuwah will bring us into a strange land other than this, in which we found consolation, it must be to put us, our souls, to death, and blot out our name from the face of the earth. O Kawa, if we are further estranged from the guiding and from Yahuwah, where shall we find him again, and ask him to give us gold, incense, and myrrh, and some fruit of the fig tree? Where shall we find him to comfort us a second time? Where shall we find him, that he may think of us as regard the covenant he had made unto us? Okay, made on our behalf. This is the covenant. I was saying there is an error. The covenant is 4,000, not 5,000 and a half. Yahushua never come 5,000 and a half, not at all. He came 4,000 years. That is the covenant he made with Adam. 13. And Adam said no more. And they keep looking, he and Kawa, towards the cave and the fire that flew up around it. But that fire was from Satan, for he had gathered trees and dry grasses, and had gathered and had carried and brought them to the cave, and had set fire to them in order to consume the cave and what was in it, so that Adam and Kawa should be left in sorrow, and he should cut off their trust in Yahuwah and made them deny him. But by the mercy of Yahuwah, he could not burn the cave. For Yahuwah sent his angel around the cave to guide it from such a fire until it was out. And this fire lasted from noonday until the break of day. That was the 45 days. For the 50th day, they left the Garden of Eden. Alright, now 44. Yet Adam and Kawa were standing and looking at the fire, and unable to come nigh the cave from their dread of the fire. And Satan kept on bringing trees, and throwing them into the fire, until the flame thereof rose up on high and covered the whole cave. Thinking as he did in his own mind to consume the cave with much fire, that the angel of Yahuwah was standing guiding it, and yet he could not curse Satan nor injure him by word, because he had no authority over him, neither did he take to doing so with words from his mouth. Therefore did the angel abhor with him, without saying one bad word until the word of Yahuwah came, who said to Satan, Go hence, once before didst thou deceive my servants, and this time thou seekest to destroy them. Were it not for my mercy, I would have destroyed thee and thy hosts from the earth, but I have had patience with thee until the end of the world. Then Satan fled from before Yahuwah, but the fire went on burning around the cave like a coal fire the whole day, which was the 46th day Adam and Kawa had spent since they came out from the garden. And Adam and Hawa saw that the heart of the fire had somewhat cooled down. They began to walk towards the cave to get into it as they would, but they could not by reason of the heart of the fire. Then they both took to weeping because of the fire that made separation between them and the cave and the cave and that they and that draw towards them burning, and they were afraid. And Adam said to Hawa, see this fire of which we have a portion in it, in which have portion in us, which formerly yielded to us, but but no longer does so. Now that we have transgressed the limit of creation and changed our condition, and our nature is altered, but the fire is not changed in its nature, nor altered from its creation. Therefore has it now power over us. And when we come nigh it, is sorry, excuse me. And when we come down, it is scourges our flesh. You see, problem upon problem. So this is what a problem. This is what they were just going through all this period. They left Allah chased them out of the Garden of Eden. So why the second letter? Adam attacker. Allah is the one that did it, okay? Alright, now 47. Then Adam and Hawa came into the cave, yet trembling at the fire that had scorched their bodies. So Adam said to Hawa, Lord, the fire has burnt our flesh in this world. But how will it be when we are dead, and Satan shall punish our souls? Is not our deliverance long and far off, unless Yahweh come, and in mercy to us fulfill his promise? Then Adam and Hawa passed into the cave, blessing themselves for coming into it once again, for it was in their thoughts that they never should enter it, when they saw the fire around it. But as the sun was setting, the fire was still burning, and near Adam and Hawa in the cave, near Adam and Hawa in the cave, so that they could not sleep in it. After the sun had set, they went out of it. This was the 47th day after they came out from the garden. Adam and Hawa then came under the top of the hill by the garden to sleep, as they were wont. And they stood and prayed to Yahweh to forgive them their sins, and they fell asleep under the summit of the mountain. Then Satan, the hater of our good, thought within himself, whereas Yahweh had promised salvation to Adam by covenant, and that he would deliver him out of the hardship that have befallen him, but has not promised me by covenant, and will not deliver me out of my hardships. Nay, since he had promised him that he should make him and his seed dwell in the kingdom in which I once was, I will kill Adam. The earth shall be rid of him, and shall be left to me. And lo, said that when he is dead, he may not have any seed left to inherit the kingdom that shall remain my own reign. Yahweh will then be in want of me, and he will restore me to it with my host. Do you see his foolishness? And he did kill them. Okay, but by Yahweh raising back to life. Let me see another part I jotted down. Here I am now, the same chapter, the same book, chapter 57. I want to see another attack of Allah upon Adam. And we see the first, another home Abba Yahweh provided for them, he set it ablaze, okay? So right, I want to see another form attacked, he attacked them. 57. But when Adam came out and saw his Hondias 56, Abba Yahuwah asks Adam, you have to ask this serpent. Anytime it comes to you, the promise he made for you in Genesis 3, tell him to fulfill it for you. You must ask him to fulfill, because he promised you the Godhead. He promised you to make you like me. So ask him not to give you the Godhead and make you like me. So this is, that one happened 56. So 57 now, this serpent now really surfaced. So I read it, I take it now. But when Adam came out and saw his hideous figure, he was afraid of him and said unto him, who art thou? Then Satan answered and said unto him, it is I who hide myself within the serpent. Here it is lying. He is lying. You didn't hide yourself in serpent. What it says, this thing, this incident that took place in Genesis 3, that is how Abba Yahuwah wanted to be. All scriptures, all books about it keep talking in riddle, keep talking in riddle. In Proverbs, they don't just want to hit on it. This is what happened. So this is how Abba Yahuwah wanted to be. Every book that talks about that incident never put it wow the way it's supposed to be, or what actually happened. But we are digging it out by visions and through the judgment as well. All right now. So this serpent want to make himself, he want to confess now. Then serpent answered and said unto him, it is I who hide myself within the serpent, and who talked to Kawa and beguiled her until she hearkened to my command, and to my command. I am he who sent her through the wheels of my speech to deceive thee, until thou and she are of the until thou and she ate of the fruit of the tree, and ye came away from under the commandment of Yahuwah. But when Adam heard these words from him, he said unto him, canst thou make me a garden as Yahuwah made for me? Or canst thou clothe me in the same bright nature in which Yahuwah clothed me? Because these are the words Abba Yahuwah asked him to ask serpent when he come again. Okay, for now. Where is the divine nature thou didst promise to give me? Where is that fair speech of thou didst hold with us at first, when we were in the garden? Then serpent said unto Adam, so he said he hid himself inside serpent. So the vision, I thank you, Abba Yahuwah. What Abba Yahuwah unveiled unto me, say yes, this is how he want the matter to be related, okay? So what was he saying? Serpent is DNA. Your DNA, the start of humanity, is serpent. A DNA strand is crooked serpent as well. Okay? So when a seed is being planted, it's serpent. That is what he's referring. He did it. That's what he's talking about here. Again, in the riddle. He said he hide himself over there. That is the DNA. Okay, that is how he did it. When you check it out, you can also Google it by yourself. When woman taking seed, how does it look like? You're going to find it. You click image. Therefore, you're going to see it's just like a serpent. And you also type again, DNA strand. You're going to find this is a crooked serpent. So that's what he's talking about here. Your DNA is serpent, and your DNA strand is a serpent. Crooked serpent. So 5. Then Adam said unto, okay. Now he's requesting, you have to do for me what he said you're going to do for me, okay? All right now. Then 5. Then serpent said unto Adam, thinkest thou that when I have spoken to one about something, about anything, I shall ever bring it to pass, or fulfill my words? Not so. For I myself, I have never even thought of obtaining what I asked. Therefore I fell, and did I make you fail by that for which I myself fell, and with you also whosoever accept my counsel falls thereby. But now, O Adam, by reason of thy fall, thou art under my rule, and I am a king over thee, because thou art hearkened to me, and hast transgressed against thy Yahuwah. Neither will there be any deliverances from my hands until the day promised thee by thy Yahuwah. 8. Again he said, inasmuch as we do not know the day regard upon which thee by thy Elohim, nor the hour in which thou shalt be delivered. For that reason we will multiply war and murder upon thee and thy seed after thee. This is our will and our good pleasure, that we may not leave one of the sons of men to inherit our ordinances in heaven. For as to our abode, O Adam, it is in a burning fire, and we will not cease our evil doing, no, not even one day, nor 1 hour. And I, O Adam, shall show, and I, Adam, shall so fire upon thee when thou comest into the cave to dwell therein. When Adam heard these words, he wept and mourned, and said unto Kawa, hear what he said, that he would not fulfill none of what he told thee in the garden. Did he really then become king over us? But we ask Yahuwah, who created us, to deliver us out of his hand. He said they will not cease doing evil, cease attacking you, not even 1 day, no 1 hour. Yeah, because they don't know when their deliverance is going to come. For that, they are going to multiply war, murderer, confusion. Adam attacker found in this work called Kaaba. And he's coming to attack the seed of Adam, the very final one, which is the Sharia law. So if you have this book, you can read again chapter 63 to 64. You're going to find another attack over there, like kind of a manna. Abayua provided a food for these people. Serpent drove out of his presence. He's not going to leave them without food. He provided food like manna, running bread from heaven for them. He gave them food. What happened? Serpent attacked. It was severe. It was severe. All right now. So I want to go for the physical food now. Because that was like a manna, like bread he did, in Exodus 16 or so. So he did it. He did it here. But serpent buried it in order for hunger to kill them. Oh, we have seen something. All right, I read now 67. But when Adam and Kawa went down to the land of black mud, I'm reading verses 1 here. But when Adam and Kawa went down to the land of black mud and come nigh to the winds, Yahuwah had shunned them and saw it ripe and ready for reaping, as they had no sickle to reap it, whereof they girt themselves and began to pull up the winds until it was all done. All right, because Abayawa first of all give them the like manna, bread for them. Okay, fig leaves, a gift to them. It was like a manna unto them. Serpent buried it. After all, okay. So right now, Abayawa also provide physical food now. Okay, you see, Abayawa was the one who did the plants and all. Now the field is ripe. Just go and reap. See, another wahala, another problem. Serpent brought unto that. Verses 2. Yes, see that break the edge. Serpent is going to bite. Verses 2. Then they made it into a heap and faint from heart and from taste. And they went under a sandy tree where the breeze found them to sleep. But when Satan saw that Adam and Kawa had done But when Satan saw what Adam and Kawa has done, and he called his host and said to them, since Yahuwah has shown to Adam and Kawa all about this wind, wherewith to strengthen them, their body, to strengthen their body, and lo, they are come and have made a heap of it, and faint from the toil, and now asleep. Come, let us set fire to this heap of corn and burn it, and let us make that bottle of water that is by them, and empty it out, so that they will find nothing to drink, and we will kill them with hunger and thirsty. Then when they wake up from their sleep and seek to return to their cave, we will come to them in the way, and will lead them astray, so that they die of hunger and thirst. When they may perhaps deny Yahuwah, and he destroy them, so shall we be rid of them. Then Satan and his host threw fire upon the wheat and consumed it. But from the heart of the flame, Adam and Kawa woke from their sleep and saw the wind burning, and the buckets of water by them poured out. Then they wept and went back to the cave. But as they were going up from below the mountain, where they were, Satan and his host meet them in the form of angels, praising Yahuwah. Yes, he deceived them. He killed them actually in this matter. He used hunger to finish them. He now said to them, or should I finish already? That he's going to give them a better vineyard and a better wind. Let me see. Praising, praising, where am I? Praising Yahuwah. Then Satan said to Adam, "O Adam, what hast thou? What hast thou so pained with hunger and thirst?" It seemed to me that Satan has burned up the wind, and Adam said to him, "Yeah." Again, Satan said to Adam, "Come back with us. We are angels from Yahuwah. Yahuwah sent us to thee to show thee another field of corn better than that, and beyond it is a fountain of good water and many trees, where thou shalt dwell now in and walk the cornfield to a better purpose than that which Satan has consumed." Then Adam thought that he was true, and they were angels who talked with him, and he went back with them. Then Satan began to lead them astray, and Adam and Kawa 8 days, until they both fell down as dead from hunger and thirst, and fainted. Then he fled with his host and left them there. The very first day I come in contact with this book, I said, no, this really exposed. This is why he asked Constantine to throw all this book away, because he don't want us to see how wicked it is. Do you see what he did to them? Why is the second alphabet formula? I think I'm going to be I think this first clip is going to be 2 alphabet, because I'm almost running out of time. So the 3 leftover alphabet will go for part 2. If you found it interesting or helpful to your soul, you can follow up with part 2. Going to establish the 3 alphabet and the 3 points in part 2. So let me also check other scripture. All right, now I think the final chapter to read for this one. Then we proceed for another one. Yeah, that topic. All right, now chapter 69. Then Satan, the hater of all good, envious of Adam, because Adam now developed a fellowship and built altar in the midst of the week, and now began to do sacrifices unto Abayu, as Abayu reversed. He burned up the farm or the winds Abayu gave unto the Abayu bring it again unto them. He did it again for them. So he now took the first fruit, and make altar, and now begin to make that sacrifices. He was doing it 3 times a week. The midst of the week was the first day. He will also do it on the 6th day of the week. He will also do it on the Shabbat. Okay, all this we have in us. So I read, Satan was so jealous of serpent. So I read now, he was so envious of him. And I see that Adam developed worship. In all, despite all the miseries, hardship you brought upon him, but he still loved Abba, still fellowship. He was envious. So let's see what he did upon the altar. Then Satan, the hater of all good, envious of Adam and of his offering, through which he found favor with Yahuwah, hastened and took a sharp stone from among sharp iron stones, appeared in the form of a man, and went and stood by Adam and Kawa. Then Adam was then offering on the altar, and had begun to pray with his hand spread unto Yahuwah. Then Satan hastened with the sharp iron stone he had with him, and with it pierced Adam on his right hand side, and where on his right hand when flowed blood and water. That is what happened again to the second Adam. Blood and water flew. This is prophetic, okay? Blood and water flew, and Adam fell upon the altar like a corpse, and Satan fled. He killed him because he's going to kill the second Adam just the same. Then Kawa came and took Adam and placed him below the altar, and there she stayed weeping over him, while a stream of blood flowed from Adam's side upon his offering. You know, Yahushua this on the cross is offerings with offering called sweet smell of savor. But Yahuwah looked upon the death of Adam. He then sent his word and raised him, and said unto him, yes, Yahushua was raised from the grave, and said to him, fulfill that offering, for indeed Adam it is worth much, and there is no shortcoming in it. Then Yahuwah said further unto Adam, thus will eat. This was prophetic. This is the very passage I love in all about how Abba Yahushua is going to be put on the cross. Listen, this was prophet, and this powerful book. Where was it? Where was it? That is now I even found it. Yes, the time has come. Listen now, verse 6. Then Yahuwah said further unto Adam, thus will it also happen to me on the earth, when I shall be pierced, and blood shall flow, blood and water from my sight, and run over my body, which is the true offering, yes, and which shall be offered on the altar as a perfect offering. Then Yahuwah commanded Adam to finish his offering, and when he had ended it, he worshipped before Yahuwah and praised Yahuwah for the signs he had shown him, and Yahuwah healed him in one day, which is the end of the 7. You see what we are talking about? Adam attack is going to be ended on the 7th, because we attack. Allah still attacking us. He's still attacking Adam. He attacked Adam and his posterities. He attacked us. He attacked our father, and that attack spread unto us. So the attack will end now when? In the 7 weeks. And when? Yeah. And that is the 50th day. Okay, now. 9. Then Adam and Kawa returned from the mountain and went into the cave of treasures, as they were used to do. This complete for Adam and Kawa 140 days. On 6th day, coming out of the garden, then they both stood up night and prayed to Yahuwah. And when it was morning, yeah, they went out and went down. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end it over here. Okay, I will. Let me read. Then they both stood up that night and prayed to Yahuwah. And when it was morning, and they went out and went down westward of the cave to the place where their corn was, and they rested under the shadow of the tree, as they were wont. But when there a multitude of beasts came all around them, it was Satan's doing in his wickedness, in order to wage war against Adam through marriage. You know, it was also one, So I think I'm going to end it over here in this second alphabet. We still need to go into it in the very last alphabet. So right now, I want to add the other part. So we see what is the second alphabet. Adam attacker. And it's coming to attack Adam in the global scale, because both Adam is not the father of all, okay, but the woman Kawa, she is the mother of all living. So every living soul here on earth came from that woman. All right, but from that woman, okay, but Adam is not the father of all, but we all are one mother. We have one mother, but we don't have one father. Serpent share fatherhood with Adam. Okay, so he's coming right again to attack the seed of Adam and Kawa. He's an attacker in the global scale. This one is gonna, that is the Sharia law. He's gonna do that wickedness to the four corner of the earth. Okay, that is one more attack to go to complete his mission. Okay, because he said they don't know where Abba Yahweh is going to redeem you, where your deliverance is going to come. So for that reason, we're going to multiply war. He said we will not stop for one day. Hey, not even 1 hour. We're going to multiply war on you. Okay, until you be redeemed. We're going to suffer in our hand. And we see them doing it powerfully today. And Allah is the sample we are talking about over here. Now let's take some account from Quran itself. Okay, let's get some account from their hadith. Harry, the black stone. The stone, listen now. It was narrated that Ibn Abbas said, the messenger of Allah, peace will never be upon you, Muhammad, Yahuwah's mighty name, said, when the black stone came down from paradise, it was whiter than milk, but the sins of the sons of Adam made it black. Okay, narrated, okay, Temhada or whatever, Temhada 877. All right, that's enough. So I just want to get that from their own account. You see, it said when the black, when the stone, Allah sent the stone from paradise down here on earth. It was white before, but the sins of Adam and his sons now make it black. So let's see what stone is. Here I am, Matthew 16:18. And I say also unto thee, and I say also unto thee, that thou art Kepha, and upon this rock I will build my congregation, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. So who we are spiritual stones to build a spiritual house. We are the stones. Yahushua says he's going to build his house, kingdom in us. So let's put some more. Listen now, Matthew 21:42. Yahushua saith unto them, did ye never read the scriptures? The stone which the builders rejected, the same is become the head of the corner. This is the Yahuwah's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. He is the chief cornerstone. Did you get that? He is the chief cornerstone, and we are spiritual stone to be a spiritual house. So right now, prior to what we are going through, Allah, okay, Adam attacker, we found in this word called Kaaba, Adam attacker. So we see here from the very horse's mouth that Adam is the one that turned the stone to be black stone. That is the one that attacked. Is the one that put stains, because that stone was white. Is speaking of Adam. That Adam was pure in purity, in righteousness, in holiness. He was filled with the glory of heaven. Right now, he now came to put stain on Adam. That's what he's confessing, people. So you know, the royal king, King David, he was the one who gave this prophecy about the chief cornerstone. You can find out in Tehillim, Psalm 118, verses 21 way to 23. You're going to find it over there. It was a prophecy about Messiah. All right. So Allah is confessing to you in a coded, very wicked and a coded way. All right now. Here I am, Revelation 2:17. He that hath an ear, let him hear what the Ruach saith unto the congregations. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the hidden manna, and will give him a white stone, and in the stone a new name written, which no man knoweth, saving he that receiveth it. A white stone. So the first temple Solomon built, that is the stone, or that is the building of a glorified body, of a glorified body. We know the one, the tent Moshe built, it was being done like, with the wood and the animal, animal skin. We represent this fleshly part of us, animal skin, okay? But the one Solomon built, which is the first temple and the glorified temple, was being done with the lime white stones that represent our glorified body, okay? And we just hear from the mouth of Allah that He is the one. Allah is confessing cordially unto you and me that He is the one that turned that stone to be black. That stone came from paradise. That's correct. Not sent by Allah, because Allah is the serpent we are dealing with over here. They were having a glorified body, light everywhere. Allah not turned that stone into darkness, into black darkness. The light was, it's white, broad daylight. So Allah not turned that stone into blackness, which Allah is dark. It's the darkness we are experiencing today. And He is confessing to you cordially that He was the one who turned that white stone into black. You not turn purity into filthiness. You not turn holiness into filthiness. You not turn daylight into darkness. That's what Allah is saying. And Allah also said on the day of resurrection, this stone is going to testify. He said, because this stone has two eyes, with one, you see, with the another one, it will speak. So what is Allah saying? On the day of resurrection, which is the white judgment throne, then you're going to know what He did to the first man and what He did to the first woman. He said He have two eyes. You see, Genesis 3, when He attacked the eyes of the woman, when she saw, she not desire this deity. And He said in the day of resurrection, these two eyes in this stone is going to speak. The man will speak how Allah attacked and defiled him. The woman will speak how Allah attacked and defiled her. That's what we want to hear on the judgment day. Allah already said it. You think He's joking. You know what He's saying? Family, we are done with the second alphabet. So that is why a glorified body will be given unto us, and the white stone. That is the glorified body. But Allah not turned that white stone into black. We see it from there. He said the sins of Adam. You are the sin that turned them into black. And you said this stone is going to talk, on the day of resurrection. And that's correct. Allah is going to confess how He did it. This stone that have two eyes, He will confess. So family, if you're interested, follow up with part 2. I want to begin part 2 now. If you found it helpful to your soul, follow up with part 2. Now, if you are interested, yeah, it's okay. If you found it helpful, interesting to you, follow up with part 2. If not, don't bother. So we still have much to discuss in part 2.
Abba, 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 where my babe, Osane Rame, Osane Rame, Osane Rame, where Baba, 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 where my babe, Agino Gine, Agino Gine, Agino Gine, where to have I think I'll wear, you might get it, they got a where. Maybe they got to hear my bonnet.